Hello and welcome to the Knitting Hobbit Podcast. I am trying to record today, but I have a really sore throat, so there might be a lot of cuts in here where I have to take a break from talking because I can already feel it. But I'll be drinking a lot of water. But I do have some stuff that I really wanted to talk about, so I am going to try and do my best. I know I recorded last week, but I already have some stuff to talk about, and I thought if I could do it more often, then maybe the episodes would be a bit shorter and it would be a bit easier to watch. So that's what we're gonna try today. So yeah, I'll start with what I'm wearing. I'll get up a bit to show you. It's this really boxy, loose, oversized top. Let me get another pillow to sit on. So this was the Chaika top that I finished a couple weeks ago. I haven't worn it much because, as you can see, the neckline is really loose. It falls off my shoulders quite easily, but it's super comfy to wear around the house. And also these sleeves are they're just not gonna go inside a jacket or a cardigan, so it's not really practical for outside of the house. But it's really nice for like lounge wear. I just have a sports bra underneath and it's fine, it's perfect, it's so comfortable. So this was the Chaika pattern from Midori Hirose, and it was knit in Nashua Hand Knits Creative Focus Linen. I remembered that. I believe that's the correct name of the yarn. I got it from my yarn swap with Knit Crits, who is in America. So yeah, that's what I'm wearing today. I have two projects to show you today, two works in progress. I have no finished objects since the Fantastic. But I do have two works in progress that I did get quite a lot of work on, so at least one of them will be finished next week. And then I have some new acquisitions, which is some yarn that I got from my aunt, and I'll do my best to talk a little bit about spinning. So yeah, that's what you're in for today. Let's get going. So I have everything behind me. I'm like sat downstairs, and this is the end of the couch, and the couch goes on behind me. So everything's back there. But the first project is, let me see what the right way is and get this crinkly yarn sorted. So I talked about this in my last episode, I believe. This is the yarn that I got from my gran, the woman who used to look after us when we were kids. She gave me this yarn. It's really old scheepjes yarn. It's called Scheepjes Pure, and yeah, I'm knitting the grow. I believe in Norway, grow. Anyway, or Denmark. She's Danish. The grow shawl, and it's already quite big, and this is like the part that has been bound off, so the braids have been done over here, and it's really fun to knit. I'm really enjoying this because it's really easy and really like plain and simple, but because you're adding the braids, it still keeps a bit of an interest. So that's really nice. I'm really enjoying it. It's a really like mindless but fun knit, and you're just decreasing on this side, and the other side is just straight. So yeah. So the Scheepjes Pure is a very uneven spun yarn. Like, I'll get a ball to show you. As you can see, it's very uneven. It's sorry, I thought someone was gonna ring the bell, but it's viscose with cotton. Wait, let me find the ball band. It was viscose, yeah, 70% viscose. Oh, and 30% linen, so not cotton but linen. And it's actually a really nice yarn, but because it's so unevenly spun, the flowers at the bottom, they only barely show up. Like some show up better than others, like this one. This one is showing up really well, but the one next to it isn't really. But the braids do look good, I think. And like you'll see that over the whole shawl, so I thought that was important, that the braids look good and the garter looks just super cozy and cuddly. And yeah, even though it's a completely plant-based shawl, I think it will still give a lot of warmth, and it will be really nice, because already when I have this on my lap sometimes as a bit of a blanket, it does give a bit of warmth, but it's not like overheating you. So yeah, that's that project. Let me take a sip of water again. It's really annoying. I got tested and it's not COVID, it's just a sore throat. Like, the school year has started and I started my new job at the school, of course, so all the kids with all the bacteria and such, it's just going around. And I was at school today because it was photo day, picture day. So I went to school for I was home again within the hour to get the picture taken. And I heard from quite a couple people that work there as well, other teachers and other teaching assistants, that they have sore throats as well, but it's all not COVID, it's just a sore throat, so we're all in this together, I guess. Yeah, but some people did get really sick of it as well. Like, the sore throat wasn't the only thing they had. So far for me, it's only that. So let's hope it will stay this way, because I have to work this week. Anyway, so that is my first project. I think she'll love it. I'm really loving knitting it, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that she'll love using it and wearing it, and she's just a very knit-worthy person, so that will be really nice. Then my second project, you're not gonna believe it, but it's another ranunculus. So this is my third ranunculus, but this time it is different, because the first two that I knit were summer versions, and this is very much a winter version. It's all crinkled up on my small cable, but you can see it here. This is the back of it. I'm knitting it in Let Lopi, so really nice, super woolly, sheepy, like all the good stuff yarn, and it's gonna be really nice and warm. This is the front for winter, and I just separated the sleeves and started on the body. I'm knitting it completely to pattern. The only thing I'm changing from the previous versions that I knit, except for the yarn of course, is that I'm doing long sleeves. So for the first time, these aren't bound off yet. These are on a cable to hold, so I can pick them up and knit. Then I finished the body. So yeah, as I told you, I'm knitting it in Let Lopi. Since I knit my Magnolia Bloom in a Lavos Lopi, I am obsessed with this yarn. I think it wears so nicely. It is very scratchy, but I don't mind it. Especially as I wear it, I find it does soften up a bit, and it also fluffs up, and it just looks like the coziest, comfiest yarn ever. So this is Let Lopi, which is the slightly thinner version, and I always thought it was perfect for a ranunculus. I don't know if anyone has done a ranunculus from Let Lopi yet, but yeah, it's a worsted weight yarn, so it's like on the top range of the yarn weight you can use for this, and I think it is knitting up beautifully. I'll show you up close a bit so you can see. Of course it's not blocked yet, so the lace looks like a bit of a mess at the moment. And it's still like kind of see-through, but it will bloom when I'm blocking it as well. So this is definitely a project that's going to look so much better after blocking. And I'm really excited for it. Like, it's so already, it feels like the cuddliest jumper, and I'm really excited. Also, this is the colorway that I'm using. It's this very beautiful, I'm not sure if the camera is picking it up right, maybe here in the daylight, I don't know, but it's this very dark green, like a foresty green, but it also has these blue speckles in it. I believe it was called Bottle Green. The number is 1405159. I think I'll just show you. This is the label. So of course it's Lopi yarn, so it's 100% wool. It's really scratchy, pure new wool. It's Icelandic. It's amazing. I'm a big fan. So I was getting, I cast this on because I was getting a bit tired of having to switch, like the shawl, of having like to turn the whole thing around every time I finished the row. And I just wanted something that was in the round and easy, and something that I knew how to do. And I already had this one planned, so I thought, you know, a Ranunculus is quick. If I do it without sleeves, I can have it done in like 2-3 days. So yeah, I cast this on last night. And this is how far I got so far. So I'll have the body finished soon, and then the sleeves, I don't know how long it's going to take, but it will probably be finished this week. And then I'll have a lovely new jumper. So I'm really excited for that. And then I'll probably finish this first and then get back to my shawl, just to have a little break from shawls, because I just finished the Fantastic Stitch and then I immediately cast this one on. So I just need a bit of a wee break, and then we'll continue with that. So this is definitely going a lot quicker, only like 12 minutes in. So that's good. And my voice is managing, my throat, like it hurts, but it's managing. So then, oh, there's a little feather in here, a little bird feather. I looked after my aunt's bird. My aunt was on holiday and she has a wee, how do you pronounce it in English? Is it canary? Canary? In Dutch you say canary. Anyway, a little bird, and it was an orange bird, and she asked me to look after it for 2 weeks because she was on holiday. And of course I said yes, I'm never gonna say no to looking after someone's pets because I love animals and I don't have one myself. And then she came to pick up her bird last Saturday, and she gave me all this Shetland wool. It's really exciting. So she got me 3 different colors, and she said these are the ones. She said she got it at a goat farm, and that it came from an attic, but it's Shetland wool, and it does feel like Shetlandy. Like I trust that it's Shetland. But it doesn't have any labels. It didn't even come like this. It just came as a big loop. I just quickly spun it up, like twisted it into these skeins. But yeah, so there's this like burnt orangey reddish color, and then there's an ochre yellow and like a burgundy red with a beige. I'll show them one by one up close. And the most exciting bit, I think, is these two, the yellow one and orange one, have multicolored speckles like in the yarn that it's plied up with. I hope that shows well. And then this is the yellow. Let me see if I can get my phone. Oh, that's not much better, is it? Oh well, you can see all the multicolored stuff, and you can see that it's yellow, so it's good enough for now. And then this is the like burgundy red with beige. It doesn't really have that much like of the multicolored yarn, but it's the other two, but it's still really pretty. Look at that. That's pretty accurate. So my plan for these is I got Skeindeer's Matchy Matchy Club. Oh, a cat. There's a cat outside. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. And I ordered some Rauma vinyl in a very natural, like very light beige, almost white color. And I thought, at least with these two, maybe this one might be a bit too close to the color with the beige already in there. But definitely these two. I will do the Skeindeer Matchy Matchy Club. And I'll combine either one of these yarns with the natural color. I got enough of the natural color so it can be the contrast color for all the different ones that she had. And then I'll just choose a color depending on the pattern, I guess. But I think that will be a lot of fun because I'm in need of some winter accessories. And she said there'll be multiple accessories and it's all color work. So I'm hoping on like a hat and mitts or maybe a headband, but definitely mitts. I need mitts. And then there's a big shawl, of course, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna knit that because, you know, I've already got a lot of shawls. Maybe a cowl. A cowl would be nice, or there's definitely socks. We'll see. We'll see what the Matchy Matchy Club will bring. But I'm really excited for it, and I think these yarns will be perfect for that. So that is my plan. First I thought of doing something, one project that has all three of these, but because they're quite like, I don't know, maybe like statement colors, would you call it that? They're quite there. They're not very muted. So I thought that it would be better to make each color shine on their own instead of putting them all together and it just becoming a very, very busy whatever I was gonna make, like a jumper or something. So I think that combining it with the natural colored vinyl would be really great. And let's this yarn shine. So yeah. That is my one acquisition. Let me drink some more water. I do have two more acquisitions that I want to share. Wait, where did the one go? Oh, I'm almost sitting on it. So these are knitting related, but it's not yarn. So the first one I'm super, super excited about. It's this book. It is Wilderness Knits from Linka Neumann. She has these absolutely gorgeous jumpers that I've always wanted to knit. Like I think Inga from Knitting the Traditions knit the one on the cover. But back then the patterns were only out in Norwegian, and now she translated the book to English. She also translated it to Dutch, but I prefer English patterns because I learned knitting, I learned how to read knitting patterns in English before I learned how to read them in Dutch. So for me it's easier actually. And I just wanted to share. It's just too pretty. Look at the mountains and the fjords and isn't it just too pretty? So I have two jumpers planned from this and I'll show you those. One I've planned for a long, long time, ever since I knew this book was gonna come out in English. Let me look it up. I think it was a bit in the back. I didn't put any bookmarks in it. I'm not prepared for this at all. Like usually, I'm never really prepared. Let me see if there's a page. Ah, yeah. I was just looking for a page where I can show you without giving the pattern away, because that wouldn't be great. Okay, so it's not, because it's all in green, so it's not the best picture, but it's the Tusselot jumper. This is the one. I think it's gorgeous. I have it planned in this year's yarn from Fiber Tales, having the light grey as like the main body color, and then the dark grey and a yellow that I have from somewhere else as the contrast colors for the color work. And I think it would be really good. Like, let me see. This is all yarn requirements and stuff that will be up on Ravelry, but I'm trying to show you without showing the pattern. I think you can see. It's just really, really pretty. It's got a really fun color work yoke, and it's got a little bit of color work along the bottom, hence like both of the, oh, there you go. It's so pretty. So that is the first one I planned. It will be, I think, a nice like natural jumper with two different grays, and then just have the yellow as like a pop of color. And I think it would be a lot of fun, and a lot of fun to knit as well. It's a DK weight jumper, by the way, if anyone is curious. But she does have them up on Ravelry. There's just so many pretty ones in here. Just like, let me find the other one I planned. There's also a couple with like dog paws, which I think is really cute. Like, I personally wouldn't really wear it because for me it's very much everyday wear what I knit. But here it's got, I'm gonna pronounce this very wrong, but excuse me, but the color, the jumper is gorgeous. It's called Matawaka. It says the Native Americans inspired me when I designed this sweater, and I chose to call it Matawaka, Pocahontas' real name. Oh wait, I never read that. That's actually really cool. This is the one. Oh god, my fiber fell. I think it's so pretty. And there's a picture where she wears it like a really long jumper, and then she has a belt around her waist, and I think that looks really good. Here's it in two different colors. I'm trying to not show the pattern again. Do you see how pretty that is? With the belt around the waist. I love it. I just love it. So, this is knit in Let Lopi, and let me get my tablet. I ordered the yarn for it yesterday. It hasn't arrived yet because I ordered it yesterday, but I want to show you what I got. I'm not sure if I went a bit wild with the colors or if it will look actually good. I think it would look nice, but I'm not sure if it's going to be a bit too colorful, if that's possible. Let me go to Ravelry because I already added it in my stash. Ravelry on tablet is just not where it's at. So, oh yeah, I kind of forgot what I did. But so the main body is gonna be black, and then the color work is gonna be pink, yellow, and the Milky Way colorway, which is like a pastel-y, bluey, purpley, pinky, like it's variated, but it's very like soft and pastel-y. So yeah, so I'm gonna I better to show you when the yarn actually is here, but it's gonna be okay, never mind, or wait, yeah, so it's gonna be Milky Way, yellow, black, and pink. So I'm really excited for that. I'm really curious to see how that would look. I think it would be a lot of fun with the black and then the light colors in the in the color work. I can't talk anymore. It's just because I'm not 100% well. My brain is just a little bit foggy, and making sentences gets hard. And then I got one more thing. And I couldn't leave this because when this got announced, like that it was gonna go on sale, it was gonna go up for pre-order, I thought, hold on a second, that's just me. It's a new Knit Pro needle case, and I just thought, she's got round glasses and a dark brown bob length hair, which is what I have. It's in a bit of a weird ponytail right now, but it's like shoulder length. And I just thought it was me with a pink jumper on and some jeans and socks. Also, she has a cat, and it is my dream to get a cat, but people are not letting me get a cat. I have some issues with that. But anyway, if I could have a cat, I would have a cat. So I thought it was just me, and I couldn't just leave it, and it turns out it's actually a really, really nice needle organizer. So what I did was I use, these are my favorite needles, so I use Chia Goos, but I also use the Knit Pro Zings. So the smaller sizes are all Chia Go. I'm going to show Chia Goos. A couple are in use, as you can see. But I love to use those for the smaller sizes, and I have the cable for that back here, and again a couple are in use. But then when it went up to bigger sizes, I didn't want to invest in more Chia Goos because they are really expensive, and the smaller sizes I use a lot, and the big sizes I do use, but just not quite as much. So I got those in Knit Pro Zings, which I think, in my opinion, is the best, more affordable needle that there is, because they knit very similar to the Chia Goos. It's just you have the Knit Pro cables, and the joint is not, like the joint to the cable is just not quite as nice as the Chia Goos, and the cable in themselves, like the Chia Goo obviously win, as everybody knows, on like cable wise. But yeah, the needles themselves are actually really nice. So if you have heard about these but thought they were way too expensive, these are a little bit cheaper. Still not cheap, but better than these. So I have my Knit Pro cables here. I've lost a couple. There's a couple flinging around somewhere. There's a couple in my Ranunculus, because those are on a 6mm, which lives here. And then here's a little pouch for some extra little notions. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. The only thing I would say is that I feel like the image, like it falls in a bit of a weird place. Like she's half cut off and then half of it is like here, but then the cat is over here. It could have been spaced a little bit better in my opinion, but it's not bad. Like, I'm not gonna really complain. Like, I don't think that's a reason not to get it. It's really nice. The inside, like, it's got a good zipper, which I think is important. Sometimes zippers are really cheap, and you can feel that they're really cheap. It's got a good zipper. And the fabric on the inside is actually really soft, and it's like all over the inside. So I just wanted to share that, because I know that some online listings don't have pictures of the inside, which is very annoying. So I thought I would show you, so you know what's in there. And of course, like I used this for my cables, but I think you can also use it for more needles. But yeah. Oh, and here I'll count how many needles you can place. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'd say 12, so you don't use, this one is a little bit weird. So I'd say 12 in the middle, and then there's another small one on this side, but like that pocket is just sewn flat. There's no space, really, same as on this side. So not counting the edge ones, I'd say 12 needle sizes, which is great for me. So it has the full like smaller Chiagu set that goes up to 5 millimeters, and then I have a 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, and 8, which are my most used needles. And then upstairs I have like the crazy ones like 9, 10, and 12, I believe. But I've never used those yet. I just got them in case, just to be sure. But I never used those. So yeah. Water break. I thought there was gonna be a quicker episode, but it's 30 minutes already, so my voice is gonna be so damned after this. Then some people asked me to talk about spinning, so I took my little e-spinner down. I'm not sure what to specifically talk about, so I'll just ramble on about spinning a bit and maybe show you a bit of spinning. But this is my e-spinner. Let's go back to the beginning. I started on a drop spindle. Oh, I actually have that over here. Just 1 second, and then I'll grab my drop spindle and I'll plug in my e-spinner so I can show you something. Be back in a sec. I'm back. So, I started out learning on a drop spindle. I have this adorable one. It has a purple and pink flower. I believe you could choose the color, so these are the colors that I chose. I don't really use this anymore. I do have a bit of fluff on it because I took it to work to show the kids how it works. But yeah, I learned on this. We were not friends. We just weren't. Yeah, I just couldn't spin evenly at all on this, and I did practice quite a lot, and yeah, that's what I meant. Just not friends. So yeah, I learned on this, and I found out that I did like the idea of spinning. I just did not like it on a drop spindle. I just didn't. And then after this, I went onto like the Dutch marketplace, where you can sell and buy secondhand stuff. And I found a really old wheel that is called a schippertje. I'll add in a little picture or a little video clip of it in here because it's upstairs. A schippertje is a old wheel that they used to take on ships, because schip in Dutch means ship, and that's where they used to take them because they're very small, they don't take up a lot of space, and they were quite sturdy. Mine isn't that sturdy anymore. So after I spun quite a bit of that, I found out that it wasn't able to go fast enough for me. Or well, it was able, but when I made it go that fast, I kind of felt like it would fall apart at any minute, which isn't great. But because it's so old, so yeah, and I didn't. I really wanted to keep on spinning, but I wanted this spinning little wheel to stay in a good shape and not fall apart. So I knew I needed something else, and then I thought of normal wheels, but I don't have a lot of space up in my room, or whenever I finally get out, I don't know how much space I'm gonna have. So I didn't dare buying like a full-on new wheel, because they are big and they do take up a lot of space, and I just was too scared I was gonna have to get rid of one or the other, and I didn't want to get rid of the old one because I think it's adorable, and of course I wouldn't want to get rid of whatever new thing I buy because it's expensive. So after a lot of debating with myself, I decided on the e-spinner, and then I was kind of going back and forth between the electric eel wheel 6 and the Ashford e-spinner 3. I decided on Ashford in the end because Ashford is a really, really like trustworthy brand. They've been around for ages and it's like wood, so it's good material, and I just thought it was the safer option to get. So that is what I ended up getting, and I love it. If you are looking into getting an electric spinner, I definitely recommend this. As you can see, it's very small, so you can just use it tabletop. It comes with a bag, so you can carry it around, which I've never done, and I don't really feel like I would want to do. But the option is there, so that is really nice. And yeah, I really enjoy spinning on this. It can go really fast if I wanted to go really fast, like for example when I'm plying, but otherwise it's just a very like nice sturdy thing to work with. I spun quite a lot on this already. Quite a lot of meters have been made and quite a lot more will come. I've not had any issues with it as of yet. Yeah, I don't have much more to say about it. It's just a good thing. It is pricey. They don't get sold secondhand quite a lot, but if you can get your hands on it, I would definitely recommend it. I thought I would show you a bit of spinning because I think that's what people are interested in, maybe. I'll see how I'm gonna rearrange the camera and I'll show you a bit of spinning. So you can't see me anymore, but I'm over here. I thought I would show you a bit of spinning. I have my fiber over here. I like to keep the excess fiber up in the braid so it doesn't take up a lot of space, and then I just have a bit pulled out to work from. Of course, this is already started. I put it on the flyer over here, and yeah, so I just like pull it out a bit. I like to spin sort of thin, like I aim for fingering weight while I'm spinning, so that when I ply it up in 2-ply, it will be about a DK weight. I find that is the easiest for me to spin, and DK weight is of course very usable weight of yarn. I hope you can see this. I'm just holding it quite a bit back, so it's easy to pull the fiber from the roving. And I just pull very gently, like I don't need to put on any force, and then the twist will just go up in it. And yeah, like this, I just find it really, really relaxing and nice. And even when you're not feeling so well, or like you've got quite a lot of brain fog and even knitting might be a bit too much for you, this takes, once you're like you have the muscle memory, this takes no brain power at all. I do have to say it does take quite a bit of time to get the muscle memory and to get this like eased into it. But yeah, once you do, it takes no brain power. As you can see, it's only like very small movements. It's not like with knitting that you have to like move a whole garment or a shawl around to work on it. This is literally all you have to do, and then every once in a while you just pull a bit more of fiber out of the braid to work from, and you can just get to see, especially with this variegated fiber like I have right now, you just get to sit back and see how the colors come together, how they spin up, and feel like the really soft, this is a merino, so feel like the really soft wool through your hands, and it's just really relaxing. And like I said, even when I'm not feeling under the weather and I have a lot of brain fog, I just do this. I just put some music on and I just spin away. Because I have an e-spinner, I can even like spin while lying down, so that is great when you're not feeling so well. So yeah, I think that's about all I have to say about spinning. I've spun up a lot of different fibers because I did Tour de Fleece this year, and I had a box which gave me a different fiber content every single day, and it also gave me different colors every single day, which was a lot of fun. So I got to spin up little samples of different kinds of fiber and different blends and just different things every single day, and it was so much fun to discover all of that. So yeah, this is just a pink merino with different like brightnesses of pink, and I think if you look at it, oh sorry, that's my fingernail. That is just spinning up very beautifully. So yeah, gonna end this a bit like a vlog style with my phone in my hand, but that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. My throat thankfully survived. I am gonna drink some tea with a lot of honey in it now, and yeah, have a nice day. Bye bye.